Welcome to part 2 of the biggest PSA Pokemon sub we've ever had. Today we're going to start off with a collection of cards from Neo Destiny, starting with this gorgeous Shining Celebi. This mythical Pokemon first appeared in Gen 2 and debuted in Pokemon Gold and Silver. Like many of the Pokemon with Shining cards in Neo Destiny, this is the first time that anyone had seen a shiny version of this Pokemon, making it that much more special. Like in our last part, today we've got another fantastic looking Shining Mewtwo. Unlike last time, this copy's in English. And with a first edition scoring as high of a grade as our highest graded Japanese copy, we have a super clean PSA 8. This was probably our most sought after and expensive of the 3 copies that we have here at the shop. Moving on, we've got another unique hit that could be found in Neo Destiny. We got a first edition Dark Houndoom Holo. Although the first set to have Dark Pokemon was Team Rocket in 2000, Neo Destiny was the first time that Tyranitar and many other Pokemon were featured in their dark form. Here we have another favorite, a PSA 5 first edition Neo Destiny Shining Raichu. Although this Pokemon is often overshadowed by its much more well-known lower evolution, Raichu has gotten 2 new Mega Evolution forms in the upcoming Pokemon Legends ZA, so even 23 years later, new versions of Raichu are still super popular. This next card is going to be my favorite of those we're taking a look at today. We've got a first edition copy of Dark Gengar. Before seeing this card come into the shop, I'd never actually gotten to see one in person, let alone a first edition. This one was clean enough to come back a PSA 8. If I had to take a guess of which of these amazing cards is going to be the most exciting to everyone watching, I feel like it's a safe bet to go ahead and guess this first edition Neo Destiny Espeon is going to be the one. This one scored a PSA 7, and any EV collector would be lucky to have such a pristine copy of the second ever TCG card featuring this evolution. Next, we've got a first edition copy of the Neo Destiny Dark Tyranitar. This is another Pokemon whose first Dark variant was featured in Neo Destiny. Although many newer collectors might be more familiar with the versions printed later in Team Rocket Returns, this version will always be the original. We're lucky for ours to have scored a PSA 7. For our last card today, we jump forward in time to this Rayquaza Holo out of Dragons Exalted. I wanted to throw in a surprise for those who watched all the way to the end, so here we've got a Rayquaza card featuring the first printing of the Dragon type. Not only that, but this card features a super slick, blacked out, shiny version, and ours scored a PSA 8. Thanks for watching. We'll be back for part 3.